Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. I'm in the shop right now, and this is one of those situations. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm going to have to break this up into several different videos and try to focus. And, you know, if I had a couple hundred subscribers or some way to do a live stream, this would be a very different situation. But right now, you know, I'm stuck at 44. There's a lot going on right now, you know, and there's a lot to talk about. So I got very distracted watching the Merrick Garland Attorney General congressional hearings today, and I cannot, listening to the guy's answers, listening to the way he speaks, I cannot believe that he was ever seriously considered for a Supreme Court seat. It is amazing. Now, there's a couple really important things in terms of freedom and personal liberty and what's coming, you know, because you listen to him and you listen to the way he's talking about specific things, you know, and there's some stuff in there that's just, I don't want to say it's just concerning, because it's way more than concerning. It's outright Soviet, like post-war Czechoslovakia, or Tito, or, I mean, it's just, this stuff is ridiculous, right? So one question he was asked was whether or not he would treat, you know, attacks on federal buildings in Seattle, Portland, etc., the same way as the attack, the so-called storming of the Capitol. And, you know, you look at what actually happened in the Capitol, you look at the videos, and what happened and what was portrayed are vastly different. There was a lot less violence in what happened at the Capitol than there has been in Portland or Seattle with the federal buildings. And but it's kind of interesting because Garland's response was to state that his definition of domestic extremism, his personal definition, is what he was going to use, which he feels is very close and almost identical to the statutory definition of domestic extremism. Excuse that, I'm recording, so therefore we have jets. Statutory definition, domestic extremism. Now, terrorism is all over the place, but, you know, I'm doing this again on camera, and I'm still looking, and I can't find a statutory definition of domestic extremism, which is very different from domestic terrorism. Domestic terrorism does actually have a specific definition. So, for example, the term domestic terrorism means activities that involve acts dangerous to human life that are in violation of the criminal laws of the United States or of any state, appear to be intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, influence the policy of government by intimidation or coercion, or affect the conduct of government by mass destruction, and occur primarily within the territorial jurisdiction of the United States. Now, Garland's ramblings at the hearing involve a lot of flow of democracy. So, it would only be terrorism if you attacked a court that was in session. If you attacked a court while it was not in session, then it would be a crime, of course, that you need to investigate, but it would not be domestic extremism. Nor, apparently, would it be domestic terrorism, even if that attack is intended to change the actions of government or the civilian populace. Garland doesn't even have this one right, okay? And I can't believe it. He can't answer any questions intelligibly. But He's really good about the message. He's very on message. Insurrection, domestic extremism, people who disagree, bad. Unless they're Antifa. He's very, very open and clear about this, okay? Everything that was done in 2020 by the left is justified. He's in Congress right now testifying and stating this very, very clearly. Well, as clearly as he can, because that seems to be about 90% of what he says. I cannot believe this guy was ever considered for a Supreme Court seat. This is unbelievable, okay? Inconceivable! You know, and this word may not mean what I think it means. Yeah, so what I'm getting out of this hearing and listening to both sides, the senators especially, doing their thing, you know, with the Senate confirmation, what I'm getting out of this is that there's a distinct and clear message that dissent, specifically any kind of dissent that is not socialist, not Marxist, not Soviet, not tanky, dissent is going to be punished. Absolutely, okay? And you know, there's a meme floating around which is like, you know, every one of you owes your conspiracy theory buddy a beer right now and a deep, deep apology on your knees because he was right. And that's kind of where we're at. You know, they're openly talking about camps, re-education camps, prison camps, removing people from society. What they are currently doing in regards to Donald Trump, you know, is unbelievable. Okay, that's just they've been trying to find a charge they could stick, a criminal charge that they could stick for more than 5 years. They've tried so hard, you know, and the media has reported that he's a known rapist. He's never been convicted of a crime. And this is very problematic because now they're changing the rules on everything. You know, from tax filings to general privacy. Fourth Amendment is gone. You know, they're changing the rules because they want to find a way to. I don't know. I don't even get it. Like I realize this is very much one of those we must sacrifice, you know, put him on a cross, torture him kind of things. But I don't really know what this is supposed to accomplish. I do know that what we're looking at right now, listening to the confirmation hearings, is aside from the complete inadequacy of Merrick Garland, I cannot believe this guy was ever considered for a court seat. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Aside from his inadequacies, the only thing that's clear is the message. And the message is that dissenting populations on the wrong political side are absolutely targeted and under attack. And that this is going to be a increasingly big deal. Okay? I've got a lot more to talk about, and we're going to try to do this in series because I can't do a 2-hour live stream. So hang tight, and we'll put another video up soon. Stay sideways.